cool. FedEx just dropped my Velowave 750 watt e-bike. Let's go do an unboxing. Excuse me for my dogs. Sorry about that. Instructions to set up your Velowave e-bike. All I can say is that looking at the videos, it does look like it's packaged very well on this phone. To get it out there without destroying the box. Figured the best way to get this box is to cut the box open on the sides. I already did it here. I'm going to do it here. There. Cool. All right, after cutting the box open, I had to cut it in several places. Probably the best way than trying to pull out the bike from the top. You can see looks like the front wheel here. Packaged, got the seat in there. It's packaged here. Probably tools, accessories. Yep, tools, various hardware, headlight, pedals, and I'm assuming this might be the charger. Yep, it does look like it's going to be a charger. Let's see what this thing looks like. Looks like your regular brick charger. Looks like a standard I would use for my computer cable, power cable. There we go. There's our charger. Specs on it. Okay, sorry, I apologize for the light. 2 amp output. See, it's very well packaged. There's another video of it also. Here's my tire. Here, handlebars. They did really good packaging on this. The phone's all molded. It's all zip tied down real good. Let me get those and get further out. Right, got the one wheel out. There were 2 zip ties to it. Had to cut those. One thing I wasn't sure about is when I pulled this off, this piece fell on the bottom of the box. I'm not sure where this goes. I have to look at it. Not sure what that piece goes to, but it just fell out when I pulled the wheel out. And I don't see anywhere on the wheel where this belongs. The wheel looks intact. It's got the cap to protect her. Caps at the end. So, there's more may to come. But anyway, this is the piece that fell on the floor, on the ground, when I pulled the wheel off. So I'll find out more when I get this assembled if I have to ask about it. After cutting this zip tie here, you can move the handlebars carefully before you can pull it away from the bike. Once you get that out of the way, this piece should come out. Looks like it's coming out a little easier. The kickstand is part of the mold. Let's see what else is stuck. Something else zip tied to this. No. Right. There's the packaging after getting this half of the foam padding out. Oops. Oh, here we go. Looks like they got the battery package there. Have to take the zip ties to that. Cool. All right, there she is. The bike is out of her packing. Got the front wheel over there. Handlebars. Let's see, it looks good. Looks really nice. Got the Bafang motor and the battery. Gotta take out the packaging. It's also secured with zip ties. There's one. Two. Oh, there's a heavy battery. All right. It's packaged well too. Great. Quick update. I was wondering where this piece was. Well, I found where it goes. Because right here where you connect the handlebars, look like they got it. One here, one here, one here. This one must have just fell out. So this will just have to go here, back in this spot. Of course I have to remove it while I put the handles apart, but I just wanted to show you where that piece that fell inside the box went. So I'm glad it wasn't missing. It's there. All right, more to come. Zip tie locations. Looks like we've got one here, one on the pedals, or the shaft for the pedals. Don't have one on this side though, but do have one on that side. Got one here protecting the handlebars. There's the computer. Looks like we got another one there where the brakes are. I don't see any more zip ties in the back. I do see one here, but I'm assuming you leave that alone. It looks like it's holding these cables in place. So I don't, as far as I know, I don't think you want to remove that one. Alright. That's all I see as far as zip ties on the main frame so far. To put the handlebars, I had to taking these two of these screws out. and it, for now, when they package it, it's facing inwards, so you'll have to turn it and align it to face out. It won't be perfectly straight, but I'll adjust it once everything is together. Just get it as close, eyeball it as close as I can. And to tighten that up, you'll have to tighten this one on this side, and that one on that side, I believe, to get that, keep it from moving afterwards, after you get it alignment. Quick correction earlier. In order to put the handlebars, you will have to remove all the hardware. Otherwise, you put the handlebars there, but you can't turn these things around to get it in place. So you'll have to take the handlebars off, or take these pieces off, put in the handlebars, and then reattach them. And what's nice, I found that Velowave was nice enough to include this tool in the box of tools. So it just makes things easier. Thank you. Once you've got it in, kind of adjust it as close to center as possible. Oops. You put these brackets back on. Use the tool they gave you and start tightening. Don't tighten it too much because you will need to still adjust it later. Just get it enough snug so it doesn't move around so much. Just a little bit, not too tight, because you'll need to adjust it and you'll need to turn it to whatever is comfortable for your grips, your brakes. So before you put the front wheel on, looks like you'll have to remove this. Give it a little wrench included. Looks like it's already pretty loose. So it, oh, okay, there you go. Drop it off. Loose on one end. Looks like on the zip tie here, we'll have to remove that before we can put the wheel on, so that the disc brake, the disc can slide up in there. For the front wheel, looks like you've got this skewer, it says, spring. You put this in your parts box. So we'll take that out. Just looking at it, you have to align it there and align your brake to the caliper. Your disc to the caliper. Take this off to the side, and another one on this side. There we go. And from the looks of it, it looks like you start on this end where the disc brake is. I got that part. There's our skewer. There's your springs. You want to remove this end. There we go. Cut it off, and then this one spring, just one, because you'll need to put it through the hub of the tire. And put it from this side. Apologize for the shaky hands, doing this one-handed. There it goes. Looks like it goes that way. And on this end, you'll put the spring. Make sure you put the orientation of the spring right. Small end to the inside, wide end toward the outer. You don't want to put it backwards. Put that there. Looks like. Alright, hold it there. I'll get the screw in. Easier than it looks. Alright, I'll get it on in a second. Hard to do is one hand. Right, back again. Had to use my other hand to hold it in because I was pushing, it was pushing the skewer up the other side. So I used one hand to hold it in place and then put it in. Let's see the spring. You don't want to tighten it too much because you want to put it on the bike, and then you can tighten it. Okay, one thing I note, I was looking at the hydraulic brakes and I was wondering how that was going to fit in there. And one thing you got to remove is this little red tab. Just slides out. Easy. Then you can see where the disc would fit in. All right, this part might be easy with two people, but just putting the tire on. Make sure you align the disc side to where the disc brake is. Take this, carefully lift this up, align the brake, and put it in there. Great. Tighten this up. Oops. Let's do this. It'll be easier if we put the stand down. Now that I got the thing up. Hold. Now, line the tube up. Let's see. I'll tighten this up first a little bit. Still loose. All right. It's a little wobbly, but looks like once you line it up and tighten it, it straightens itself out pretty good. And after you get this tightened, adjusted. There we go. There, you can see it goes through when you tighten it up. If I got the camera right. All right, now that I got it tightened, let's put air on the tire. You can see it's deflated. Looks like it's lined with the, I can see it too well. Here we go. Let's see, I'll lift it up. Spin the wheel. Perfect. It's not rubbing on a brake or anything. Great. Now the next steps. Your wheel's on. You can tighten the handlebars, at least the alignment here. You can see that from here it's still loose. So kind of look at, see what's aligned as close. I may adjust it later once I start riding and tell. But as far as I can tell, that looks fairly straight from eyeballing it. And you would tighten it here using the nice tool they give you, that they provide you. See, it's loose. All right. Make sure it's good and snug. Not overly too tight, but tight enough it's not going to go anywhere. There we go. Good. Perfect lined. Next I'm going to adjust the handlebars, the angle of it anyway. So I didn't tighten this up, so as you can see, I can tilt it a little bit. Oops. It's a little tight, but I can still move it. And I just want to get it where it's comfortable for all my operations. I'll have to move that up. It's tight now, but I'll move that up where I can get comfortable when you're riding for the brakes. And then I'll tighten these up with my tool. And there's some down here too, at the bottom. Tighten up good. There we go. And it's no longer moving. Great. And if I need to, when I'm riding, I can, if I need to adjust it later, I can do it later too. but that'll be my initial position. Oh yeah, quick test. This did come with a little protector on this side. Did not have one in the packaging on this side though, but I mean, it's not damaged or anything, so it's good. Let's see, these aren't metal. These handles are plastic, so hopefully they'll be durable enough. Just a cap, and then test the brake, front brake anyway. I'll hit it. Yep, there it goes. Looks good. So far I've got the front wheel on, the handlebars aligned, attached. Now for the pedals, looks like they got a protective padding on one, but didn't ship it with protective on the other one. Not sure why, but it's on this side. Maybe this is the side that the wheel was on. Maybe they didn't want it rubbing. The front wheel, I mean, but we'll see. All right. All right, got that loose. Nice and sturdy. And get the pedals. Pedals packaged it up. And I noticed when looking at there is a small Allen wrench in there, so you don't want to lose it. I'm not sure what that's for, but it's obviously very small. So one. You said they were going to be marked right or left. I'm not seeing it. I'm sure it's somewhere here, or I'll find out which way they're supposed to be threaded. Does it say any markings? Which one's right or left? Let's see. Sure. Either way, this is what I was talking about, that they also included in this particular package is this little small Allen wrench. I'm not sure where this one's for, but I'll keep it along with tools and find out where it goes, where I need to use it for later. Okay, looking at instructions, it says there, incorrect installation will cause damage. Please read instructions. L is for the left pedal, left crank arm, and R is for the right pedal, chain side. So it looks like they say it's marked, but when I look at it, as you can see, there are no markings. If you can see clearly, no markings right or left on it. So maybe, I'm assuming if I just put alignment, maybe in the same way they do the picture, I'll hopefully assume that the top one facing that way is the right side. The left pedal is aligned that way. I do a picture, even though they're not marked on the end, like I would think they would be. All right, time to put them on. All right, I took the one from picture left, says crank arm, and this is the crank arm. That is the chain side, so left side, and they both thread towards the front. So looks like this one's threading okay. Alright, once I got that on there, you need a wrench to provide. Here's a picture of me and my lovely wife. And since this is threaded toward the front, I will do this. There, now it's already snug. Great. It's not very, well, I think it would spin better than that. Looks like it's a little stiff. I don't know, but as long as it's gonna work. All right, that's on. Time for the next side. All right, time for the other side. I got the left side on, right side, and remember they said it treads toward the front, so for the right that would be clockwise, the other side was counter clockwise. So this is clockwise, just gotta it on. There we go. Got it in. Alright, so this one's not going as easy, but it is threading in. Bear with me. I'm doing it by smudge my hand first before I can almost got it. Alright. They're tight. Alright. Same way. Alright. Alright, there are the pedals. Just checking my shift lever. Looks like it's on. Hard to read that, but I don't know if it's too readable. But anyway. Let's see if just making sure it works. Okay, so far I've got the wheel, handlebars, and the pedals installed. And it looks like they've got, if you're looking for your keys, they are zip tied here to the cables. When you do take it off, be careful when you're cutting it not to cut any of the other cables when you try to do zip tie. And I'm not going to do this one-handed, but anyway, I just wanted to show you where it is and to not cut any of the cables. All right, remember that little Allen wrench or hex wrench that was included in the bag with the pedals? That is for the really small, for your trip computer. Because that way it's aimed down for damage, to prevent damage, so then you'll have to adjust back up. Anyway, the key is, it's hard to focus, but it is on the bottom here. And to loosen that, when you loosen it, you can adjust your computer up. Alright. And you want to adjust it somewhere where it's not going to be in the way, and you can see it, and it's easy enough where you can still reach it with your, there's my hand, there's your throttle, that's your throttle, it's a thumb throttle, it's not a twist throttle or half twist throttle or anything. It's because you got your gear shifter here on this side. So, not bad. So I can reach that there. Alright, I don't have the battery plugged in yet, so I'm not gonna be able to turn it on. I'll turn it on once I've got everything all done. That looks like a good spot. So I will tighten it from there. Although it's not providing instructions, but here's your, on how to attach your light. It should be easy and intuitive enough to do it. There's your light, bracket, and a plug. And on the bike, you would attach it there, and your plug is right there. So I will go ahead and do that. Okay, got the light installed here. It's pretty tight. You can still adjust it just a little bit. I've got it pretty tight so it's not going to move. One thing to note, before you plug this in, you see it's kind of keyed. There's a little notch. That notch at the bottom, if you can barely see it, will have to align with that notch. So you will plug it in there. Now, I can't do it with one hand, but just wanted to note that out so you don't go shoving it in there, that it goes in a specific way. Okay. Light is plugged. Got to take this off the shock. I forgot about that. But one thing I did want to note is I do like the cable management that it is integrated in the frame. So you've got your headlight and what is this? Your computer, bike computer over here running into this side. You can see it's going right into the frame. And for this side, you've got your brake cables. Well, not your front one. Your front one is going here. But you got your rear brake cable, and for your gear, your shifter goes in the tube here on this side. Nice. Green. So got the battery out. According to the instructions, there is a button to test, see what capacity. Green sufficient, yellow, and red. So I'll put this down, and the top test button is here. So it looks like it's green. Let me see, put it in the bike. All right, so you can see the plugs for the bike there, and I'm assuming you would put it bottom side at first. And those correspond to that. And I realize it's probably not going to be easy doing one hand, so I'm going to stop for now and come right back to you, folks. You'll definitely need to know this info. Whoops. For the battery, you'll need the key. So if it's counterclockwise, it's unlocked. Clockwise, you lock the battery in. So make sure it's unlocked position. And notice there is a little tab there that'll hold the battery. I couldn't, when I first snapped the battery in there, I couldn't get it out until I found what this was. And that little thing releases the battery. So, alright, I'll put it in. So you put it in bottom side first, line all the way in. And you just pull it in, and then once you had it in, so the battery doesn't fall down, you lock it. Right. So I've got it locked in place. Oops. Alright, that will loosen the battery. And let me lock it back. There. Once I got it locked in place, I pull the key out and it's locked. Alright, so let's hold the power for a couple seconds. It's the first time to see this, you and me. Still got the plastic on. Welcome. Sweet. You got your miles per hour, level of charge. And it's already got 1.3 miles on it. I have not ridden it, so maybe they did a test ride on it. I don't know. These are levels of pedal or power levels or pedal assist. Down, up. I read instructions to turn on the headlight. You have to hit the plus a couple seconds. So as you can see right now, it is off. To turn it on, you hold the plus side down. 1, 2, yep, there it is. Turn on, and you can see my headlight on. Turn it back off. 2, 3, 4, and it is back off. Just wanted to show this to you. I'm going to leave it on level 1, but for the throttle, just want to show you that the motor is working. I'll tilt this out a little bit so it's not on the ground. And I hit my thumb throttle here, not right now what's on it, but it's going to spin. There it goes. It's working. Alright. It looks like a little wobbly there. I'll have to look at that. I think maybe it's because I don't have any air maybe in the tire yet. But and the back brake works. Great. So far, everything's looking perfect.